In a ruthless display of defensive suffocation, OKC left Edwards rethinking his life decisions. Let's see how they were able to lock down both ANT and Randle for a second consecutive game. But we gotta start from the beginning. The Thunder came prepared and eager in Game 5 to finish the job as quickly as possible.
SGA gets inside, kicks it out in the corner. Holmgren nails a three. Holmgren had an excellent game for the SGA. Ahead to Holmgren, one stride and a stop. McDaniels again, no hesitation. Those are good shots, Richard. He has to keep taking them.
Well, those are the ones, Mike, that have been open all series. The priority.
Another alley-oop and the first time out. A quick flurry from OKC.
Chet Holmgren opened the game strong on the offensive end, but the real recipe for success for OKC was their smothering defense on ANT and Randle, so they put their plan in motion. Look at Dort picking up Edwards from way out here, and then Hartenstein comes in to double him at half court. Ant gets rid of the ball, and Chet does a great job by staying inside just enough for Isaiah to recover, and then gets to McDaniels with ease, who penetrates and sees two towers in front of him, so he passes in the corner, but Williams is there to contest the shot and force the miss. Ant was locked in the torture chamber right from the start. He couldn't see any daylight whatsoever, and the Thunder were happy to play 4-on-4 with Conley as the primary ball handler. Lou was face guarding Edwards every time down the court. His only focus was to not let him touch the ball. And as I said, the old Mike was a total non-factor in this series.
Conley steps back behind the arc, can't get to the ball.
With Randle, they had a different approach. They would let him get the ball, but once he's about to get into a position to score, the help defender would swoop in to disrupt his intention.
And Randle puts some pressure, but Hartenstein throws it right back at him. Randle off the bounce, Caruso knocks it away, comes up with a steal. Throws it back and Gilgeous-Alexander, the unselfish play after great defense from Alex Caruso. Nas Reed. Randle handles the pass, but then throws it away. Couple of turnovers.
Although Ant was able to sneak inside a couple of times and finish through traffic, that was it. This right here is the third and last field goal made for the whole team.
That's only the first turnover. Meanwhile, Edwards again attacks the goal.
The Wolves shot just 3 for 20 from the field. Wait, what? That's it. They had 2 separate 5-minute droughts without a single bucket in a 12-minute stretch. That's abysmal. OKC allowed them just 9 points in the opening period, marking the fewest for Minnesota in their playoff history. On the other end, the MVP had his team on cruise control because
SGA layup is good. A double-figure lead with 4.5 to play here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander got it.
The Thunderstorm was in full swing and SGA was acting like Zeus. He scored or assisted on 24 of OKC's 26 points in the first quarter.
5 seconds. SGA double team, kicks it out in the corner. Wallace a three, puts it in at the buzzer. A fitting end to a dominant first period.
Cason Wallace beats the buzzer to send the crowd into a frenzy. But what followed in the second quarter was a complete annihilation.
Here in Game 5. There's another turnover. Caruso does it again and is fouled by Reed. He is a defensive demon.
Caruso fires up the crowd even more by doing some push-ups after the hard foul by Reed, and they continue to harass Randle on the defensive end.
Nas Reed. Randle wants it. He's got Cason Wallace on him. Knocked off Randle's chest. Randle thought he was held. Cason Wallace, another defensive demon. Randle, triple team, drives in, shot blocked, ball knocked loose. Williams to Wallace. That's William Wallace. Holmgren goes inside and throws it down.
Defense to offense. This thing could be over any minute now.
Nas Reed trying to get aggressive. Another turnover. Jalen Williams goes up and lays it in. Minnesota needs another timeout. What an explosion from OKC.
And while Edwards was still sweating in the torture chamber,
Edwards drives on Dort, steps back, fires away, can't hit, side of the backboard, Williams has it.
The Thunder were firing on all cylinders.
Back up top, Williams up and under, off the glass, it's good. Jalen Williams, Dort, and Aaron Wiggins. Holmgren, open for three, got it.
I really don't know how Ant was able to find his way between multiple defenders to hit Randle in the corner, but it didn't matter. Nothing was falling for them. The Wolves duo with another disastrous first half of 17 points combined on 6 for 17 from the field. That's around 35%, which is not awful because we've seen worse. But the limited number of shots and ball touches is what makes this game unbearable for them. The usage rate is down significantly for both guys compared to the previous 2 rounds, from 29 to 25% for Edwards and from 27 to 22% for Randle.
And yet another turnover. That's 10.
And the turnovers kept piling up.
That help gave him more space and another steal.
Wallace gets inside, lays it up, and in. Ball denial from Gilgeous-Alexander. And yet another turnover. That's 10. Jay Will, as Edwards throws it, steal by Kevin Whitman, said, hey, no.
Get this. The Thunder forced Minnesota into committing a season-high 14 turnovers in the first half, opposed to just 12 field goals that they were able to make in that span. That's ridiculous. All of that led to a dominant 33-point advantage for OKC at the break. Unbelievable. Throughout the series, the Wolves committed 27 more turnovers than the Thunder, which led them to being outscored by 25 points on fast breaks. This wasn't a contest at any point. At full strength, OKC left no doubt who the better team was, ambushing the Wolves with relentless intensity and storming their way to the NBA Finals. And the fans gave their starters a proper ovation before getting subbed out of the game.
A much-deserved ovation for the starters. They come out. You got to think.
It's a celebration in the arena as the crowd starts singing a famous chorus.
New powerhouse in the Western Conference. So you are going to have to retool. Every team is going to try to figure out how to beat OKC.
The Thunder got their 4th 30-point win of the playoffs, which is the most in a single postseason in NBA history. That's how superior they are. And Shea joined elite company alongside MJ and LeBron as just the 3rd player ever to record 10 games with at least 30 points and 5 assists in a single playoff run, securing him another MVP trophy.
Most valuable player is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the kids will stay kids because
they're professional, they're high character. They're idiots.
being the youngest team at 25.6 years average to reach the finals since 1975 might have something to do with their behavior. And to top things off, J-Dub doesn't know when to stop with his shenanigans.
And that's why we're a pretty good team.
Take a look over your shoulder at what I'm looking at. Go ahead, there you go. Oh, he stopped.
Bro, go away, bro.
No matter how childish they seem, I love their chemistry, and the Pacers are feeding off their chemistry as well on their way to a commanding 3-1 lead over my Knicks. Halliburton was especially fired up yesterday when he heard some more hating on his name and made sure to put up a masterful performance. Check it all right here in this video. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.